Meteorologist Lisa Villegas, let's get to our current conditions because right now we are quiet. Beautiful, seeing some puffy cumulus clouds out there across uptown. Temperatures right now in the upper 70s for most locations like Charlotte, Concord, Gastonia, Monroe, including you, Rock Hill, of course. Wind speeds in the single digits. Boone, a little cooler, upper 60s, still not too shabby. We officially reached a high of around 80 degrees this afternoon. And currently, like I said, we are quiet across our viewing area all the way up through the mountains. Maybe a little sprinkle there too, but most of the rain that we've seen today has been outside of our viewing area, at least this afternoon. This morning, we did wake up to some of those showers, especially for our southern counties, and that's kept us a little quieter this afternoon. But as we fast forward, still can't rule out that isolated shower or two, especially for those in the mountains, a little bit further out towards our eastern counties. I do think across Mecklenburg, we're going to remain quiet until tomorrow. Another first alert getting issued, so this is what we're going to do again, watching for these showers, even the possibility of some thunderstorms later on in the afternoon. So as we fast forward, this particular timestamp showing us 12 o'clock in the afternoon for lunch, could see some light rain rolling through, not even ruling out a downpour or two as well. So just be prepared, like we talked about through the week, have that umbrella handy. Even in the afternoon on that commute home, looking a little more widespread when it comes to this activity. This is something we talked about yesterday, how today is going to be on the lower end. Thursday, we're going to pump this up. Now, what is happening? As I was fast forwarding, you saw this stalled out front. So we've got the stationary front hanging over the Carolinas, and this is what's triggering these showers and the potential for some thunderstorms like we talked about. We're going to have lulls in this activity, not an all-day event, but just want to be prepared for these first alerts tomorrow, Friday, again Saturday. Saturday, unique day. We're going to get ready for a cold front to switch through, and that's going to be brief, and that will cool us off briefly, but also increase rain chances. So here's what we have seen so far for rain accumulation. Not that significant for most locations. I mean, for those up across parts of Rowan County, about 1/4 of an inch of rain, nearing a little over 1/4 of an inch for those like Morganton. So some of us have seen some significant totals. But as we fast forward, we're looking at the potential of around 1/4 of an inch, maybe to 3/4 of an inch to tag on to what we've already seen. Some could even exceed that depending on where we get some of those downpours. So we are talking about more opportunities of seeing some of this accumulation, which is some good news because we could really use that rain. Here's where we are currently. We talked about 79 degrees. So tonight, talking about those numbers, 62 degrees by that morning commute. In the afternoon, getting ready for temperatures to peak back in the mid 70s, not 60s. So still refreshing out there. However, the humidity starts to build, right? And these temperatures are going to fluctuate throughout the week. We're also just watching for those rain chances here for the next several days. So first alerts being issued, overnight lows consistent in the 60s. Now, my favorite day this weekend, that's going to be Sunday, only because we're expecting a lot of sunshine, dry conditions, even through the beginning of next week as temperatures begin to rebound nearing the 90s by the middle of next week. And that is a look what we can expect.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Ahead here live.